Hey guys, what is up? We're going to be checking out another mech today in Mecha BREAK. I was actually going to do the Aquila for this video, as you guys can see, but I got knocked out and we ended up using the Alysness. So that is the one we are going to be using today, checking out how it plays, the different aspects, the weaponry of it, and everything like that.
Injecting coaxium particles. Pilot sync rate stable. Mind bridge initiated.
Obtain launch keys from 3 data terminals to restart the rocket launch. A key will periodically be generated at one of 3 data terminals. Obtain and upload the keys to launch site before Windrose.
Alysness! Let's do this! Alysness, hit in the front.
Alrighty guys, so we're launching into the match right now. There isn't really like any strategic point to go to. You kind of just drop in where you can.
Objective. Secure and submit keys to the central launch site. Shield activated.
Alrighty, so this class does have a shield. If you press the right trigger, we can keep the shield out as much as we can to absorb as much damage. And we also can charge our primary fire weapon with our left trigger and kind of just keep that going. If you get a direct hit with it, it actually does quite a bit of damage. Okay, so what happened there was they basically took my my health down all the way, and what it did is it like broke apart a bigger mech that was around my smaller mech. And this allows me to kind of survive in a lighter frame for just a little bit. And this version actually only has 2 abilities, really. It just has a sword that I can use as a primary attack, and then I can also use the gun as well, but nothing else. Now what I can do is I can press X and I can basically bring back my my armor set over my light frame. And this allowed me to go back into that primary mode. Now this is like a 3-minute cooldown, so you can't just infinitely do it, but it does make this mech extremely strong. And then also what I just did is I changed my my gun weapon over to like a lance, and you can swap between them as much as you want. So this is technically a melee and a shooting class.
Shield activated.
Toward them. I actually prefer melee quite a bit, so I do love the Alysness class, like a lot. Because once you get in like that, like it kind of like stun locks them in place just a little bit, and it does some pretty meaty damage. Okay, so yeah, they took my armor off, so now I'm back in my light frame. This is actually pretty strong though. I mean, for a light frame, you do take quite a bit of damage, so you can die real easily. But you do a lot of damage still with that sword. And you're also light on your feet, so.
Key generated at point C.
Alright, we're going after him.
Key secured. Provide cover.
Focus on the target.
Damage out of the sky.
Fluid armor offline. Warning.
The Falcon class I already showed you. You can see them flying around. They're really hard to hit with melee, but if you can get them, it just wrecks them.
Engine output.
Alright, they got me there.
Initiating ejection sequence.
That class is so crazy. They just stationary. They just set down, lock into place, and gun down anything.
Enemy down. Ready for deployment. Alysness, hit in the front line. Optical camo drone. Key generates at point A in 30 seconds.
Alright, we got a sandstorm here, so we can't really see much. This actually messes with our targeting system as well a little bit. So we have a hard time locking on to anything. So you're using freehand to shoot anybody.
Stabilizing.
See, even my melee targeting is off.
I'll be the end of
Enemy
you.
secured key. Intercept.
Try to
now.
shoot him right here. Getting some hits in.
Shield.
It's crazy too. You can't even tell if they're like friend or foe.
Unavailable. Melee mode.
Falcon here. The
Assist.
sky is ours.
Chlorine haze density returned to normal. Chlorine pulse storm ended.
I love this lance so much. Alright, there we go. Sometimes it's hard to keep on target. There we go. Get him, get him.
Assist.
Alright, got the assist.
Insufficient.
I get far more assists than actual kills. It's crazy. It's like you can do 95% of the damage. And if they get that last hit, it's an assist.
Shield
Let's get 'em.
activated.
Alright, lost my shell. Just going for the crazy attacks. Again, I can be real nimble, zoom around,
Aquila, ready to provide aerial cover.
be a pain in their ass. I got him. He's mine, dude.
Won't be the last time.
I keeps getting away. I've only played as a few classes at this point, so I'm still unfamiliar with what their abilities are, what they're able to do. So still seeing some of them where they're able to, you know, like duplicate and stuff, it just confuses me.
Initiating each warning. Enemy secured key. Intercept now.
Look at that big old mech.
Enemy down. Double kill. Ready for deployment. Striker ready. Switching to boarding mode.
Alysness, hitting the front line.
Optical camo drone will soon go offline. Autopilot can now fire control system unlocked.
Alright, we got a couple bogeys over here.
Generates at point C in
See if we
30
can mess a couple of them up.
Assist. Unavailable.
There's a Falcon, I believe.
Stabilizing.
Those are they reflect my blade. It's crazy.
Assist. Key generated at point C.
All right, he's trapped. Oh, maybe I'm
I'll
trapped.
be the end of you.
Fluid armor.
All right, we're chasing this guy down.
Inferno, about to lay down the
This guy's
barrage.
assisting me, healing me up a bit.
Shield
Go.
deactivated.
All right, got behind his shield before he could, after he summoned it.
Assist.
There we go. This guy's mine. Ah,
Enemy
got him.
down.
All right, you're next, buddy.
Shooting mode.
Knock his
Unavailable.
shield down a little bit. There we go. See, yeah, you get a full hit with that. The gun does a lot of damage too. Got an assist.
In 30 seconds.
Another one. They got a lot of slow-moving, heavy-hitting mechs on their team for sure.
Fluid armor reactivated.
Oh, he must have ran out of juice. Can't fly. Got him.
Triple kill. Key secured. Provide cover.
be the end of you.
Intercept now.
Alright, ugh, big old sandstorm coming in.
Falcon here. The sky is ours.
See if we can mess him up before it gets here.
Assist.
As you guys can see, the Alysness mech is very strong. I would say if you're just starting to play the game for the first time, this is a great starter mech. It really is. Because I started out with the Falcon, and it was a little harder to get used to. And you take so much damage, and it doesn't really do a high damage output unless you get really good with it and are very familiar with the moves. Whereas this specific mech, just right out the gate with its basic attacks, it does some crazy damage, and it has, you know, a high survivability rate. Since you can lose your shell, but then you can just bring it right back to you every 3 minutes.
Assist. Fire from left. Assist.
Focus on the target.
Key generated at point A. Key secured.
I almost actually like being out of my shell more. I feel like I'm just so much faster, and I'm still doing crazy damage. But you just gotta be so careful, because you can die so quick. There it is. That is match and game.
Victory.
Alrighty guys, thank you for checking that out. I really do appreciate it. As always, I can't wait to bring some more mechs to the channel, try them out, show you guys all the different abilities they have and everything like that.
Dodges Aquila's
Let me know what
gaze.
you guys think of the Alysness mech, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.